A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant standoff, the House and Senate are currently at odds over a proposed funding allocation of $10.8 million for Florida Polytechnic University, a key issue arising from the ongoing higher education budget conference. This disagreement highlights a broader divide of over $27 million in budget proposals for public universities across the state. The House has put forth a plan to allocate approximately $40 million in total funding, while the Senate's latest offer sits at just under $13 million. The House's proposal aims to use the $10.8 million to support the Lakeland-based university in its ambitious goal to expand and double its enrollment to 3,000 students by the year 2030. However, the Senate has countered with a strikingly different stance, offering $0 for the university in its budget spreadsheet. Initially, Florida Polytechnic had requested $21.5 million in recurring funds for its 2025-26 budget. The university outlined a need to hire 70 faculty members specializing in engineering and applied sciences, which would require an annual investment of $7.7 million. Beyond faculty recruitment, the university's plans included hiring additional staff for various roles, investing in student scholarships, and enhancing its marketing efforts to attract new students. In a detailed budget plan presented to the university's trustees last year, Florida Polytechnic outlined a range of expenditures, including $600,000 for event sponsorships, $495,000 for print advertisements, $450,000 for campus signage and decor, $220,000 for billboards, and $160,000 for commercials, among other items. In addition to the funding for Florida Polytechnic, the House has also proposed allocating $950,000 to the Florida State University's Election Law Center. While the Senate has again offered $0 in its latest proposal, the Election Law Center, as described on its website, provides objective, evidence-based analysis of constitutional and statutory issues in election law, aiding legislators and policymakers in improving election laws and procedures. The budget negotiations also extend to the Florida Gaming Control Commission, where the House and Senate remain divided by more than $5 million. The commission has been advocating for increased funding to bolster its operations, but a consensus has yet to be reached. The Senate's proposal, SB 2500, suggests a budget of $37.09 million for the agency responsible for enforcing laws against illegal gambling, while the House has countered with a lower offer of $31.6 million. The Senate Appropriations Committee has proposed $4.7 million for enhanced gambling licensing and enforcement systems, an area the House has yet to address in its funding offer. Additionally, the House has proposed cutting nearly $245,000 by reducing staff positions that have remained vacant for over 90 days, whereas the Senate's proposal to reduce vacant positions would save only $61,000. Furthermore, the House seeks to cut another $315,000 by reducing other services, while the Senate aims to add about $149,000 for additional staffing resources in the gaming division. State legislators are grappling with these funding measures after officials from the Gaming Control Commission urged leaders this year for increased financial support to enforce gambling laws effectively. In January, Commission officials joined law enforcement representatives to testify before the House Industries and Professional Activities Subcommittee, emphasizing that current anti-gambling laws are insufficient in deterring illegal gaming activities. Ross Marshman, the acting executive director of the Gaming Control Commission, stated, "There's only so much money to go around. If a dollar does not go to a licensed facility or a tribal facility, it's going into a criminal's pocket. It's as simple as that." This sentiment underscores the urgency for lawmakers to address the funding needs of the Commission, which has been actively cracking down on illegal gambling operations throughout the state. Recent multi-agency busts in several counties have led to significant seizures of illegal gambling operations, with the latest raids occurring in May across Okeechobee, Dade City, DeLand, and Daytona Beach. On another front, the House and Senate are also divided over state funding for local parks, including the recently recognized Bonnet Springs Park in Lakeland, named the best city park by USA Today. The Senate Appropriations Committee has proposed $350,000 to enhance parking facilities at Bonnet Springs, while the House Agriculture and Natural Resources Budget Subcommittee has excluded this project from its latest funding offer. The Senate's proposal includes funding for several other park projects omitted from the House's spreadsheet, such as $4 million for infrastructure improvements at Hardy County Pioneer Park, $2.65 million for Zephyr Park and Zephyr Hills, and various amounts for improvements at parks in Naples and Deerfield Beach. The Senate's comprehensive funding plan aims to address the needs of several local parks, while the House's omissions raise concerns about the prioritization of state funding for community resources. As the budget negotiations continue, the House and Senate must navigate these complex funding requests and disagreements, striving to reach a consensus that adequately addresses the needs of Florida's public universities, law enforcement agencies, and local parks. The outcome of these discussions will have lasting implications for education, public safety, and community resources across the state. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.